Good evening, I'm Mike.
And I'm Steve.
And welcome to another edition of us reading the Magic Treehouse #1, Dinosaurs Before Dawn, written by none other than the greatest author in the history of mankind, Mary Pope Osborne. Let's get started, shall we,
yes.
Steve? Chapter 5, Gold in the Grass.
Oh.
I'll be right back, Jack said as he walked towards the field. I need to take a piss. It's his gold in the grass. No, sorry. Go, said Jack, because it's a big dinosaur from yesterday.
A giant, just big. Just big. Literally is
huge.
A huge
Dinosaur. You gotta have the right synonym.
Well, yeah, because it's more
Mary
powerful.
Pope Osborne, as the greatest author in the history of mankind.
She chooses her words very carefully.
Every single one. All right? If she meant gigantic,
she would have said gigantic. She didn't. She said huge.
Yep. I'm sure Mr. Pope Osborne has a very specific adjective for him.
Would she agree?
He threw his notebook into his pack. He pushed Annie towards the rope ladder. Bye, Henry, she said. It's like a giant dinosaur.
Do you not see this?
I mean, maybe this is a situation where,
jump
like...
on? Oh, yeah, can't you jump
Well,
on?
wait, whoa, spoilers.
Whoa.
Spoilers on the covers. Here's what I'm wondering, though. Maybe Jack is, like, schizophrenic. He has, like, hallucinations, or maybe, like, he's got a medication that just causes him to hallucinate. And she's totally, like kind of his guardian. Like, she's like, oh, yeah, totally, dinosaurs, right, bye, Henry. So she's like...
It is literally the dog.
Yeah,
Doesn't it feel like Henry?
Yeah, boy, it's Henry.
Boy, this.
Right? Don't you wish, if you rub Henry and you wish we could
It sure
go
is a
home,
dinosaur,
we could go.
Jack.
You're right, Jack. It is a dinosaur because he's going to have a conniption fit.
So this is all in his head. Just...
That's what I believe that Mary Pope Osborne intended. This is some Fight Club shit.
Yeah.
All right? Chuck Palahniuk, I've heard interviews, and I believe that his #1 inspiration for Fight Club was, in fact, the collected works of greatest author of in the history of mankind, Mary Pope Osborne. And it all started with Magic Treehouse #1, Dinosaurs Before Dawn.
Good place to start.
Bye, Henry, she said. Go, said Jack. He gave Annie a big push. It's like, all right, Jesus, Jack. Quit it, she said, but she started up the ladder. Jack scrambled after her. They tumbled into the treehouse. They were panting as they looked out the window at the dinosaur.
They're getting out of there.
He was standing on the hilltop eating flowers off a tree.
Jack!
I like to dream, yeah. Right between...
Jack, didn't you just tell me to run?
Oh, hey, man. Yeah, it's a dinosaur. It's a happy dinosaur.
Man.
Try this flower, man. Come on.
Psychedelic.
Eat this flower. Listen to some Hendrix, man. It'll blow your mind.
Ring.
Oh, man, whispered Jack. We are in a long time ago. The dinosaur looked like a huge rhinoceros. Eating flowers off a tree? No, I just think that it's probably a triceratops, right? But it's eating off the top of a tree. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Everything I ever learned about dinosaurs was from The Land Before Time. So I'm trying to think if...
Jurassic Park.
I'm trying to think if when they were trying to eat the tree stars, if they would get up on their hind legs and kind of eat the... Yeah? Okay. Yeah, no, I get... As though Mary Pope Osborne didn't do her research.
Right. This is our prior...
Trust me, she's watched more than The Land Before Time and Jurassic Park. The dinosaur looked like a huge rhinoceros, only he had 3 horns instead of 1. 2 long ones above his eyes and 1 on his nose. He had a big shield-like thing behind his head. Triceratops! Said Jack.
Land Before Time did not do us wrong.
Does he eat people? Whispered Annie.
Because I've been looking for somebody to eat you.
Nobody's up to the task.
Why won't anybody be up for the challenge?
Nobody wants to eat you.
Fucking Henry, you fucking pussy, Henry! You let me down. I'll look it up, Jack. Grab the dinosaur book. So, okay, sorry.
I'll look it up. Let's
see. Yeah, does he eat...
Who eats humans?
Does he eat people?
No.
Oh, he's coming right for us. All right. Well, let me see if... Okay, hold on. Let me look
I'm gonna stick out my arm and...
Let me look in the index.
No?
Category...
not biting my arm.
Carnivores, okay. Tyrannosaurus Rex. We got Velociraptor. No, but I can't be sure. I'm gonna look under the herbivore section. Yeah, he's getting pretty close now.
You didn't find my alarm.
He hasn't. He's yeah, I hope. See, what I'm wondering is even if he doesn't eat people, whether, him charging at us might cause some damage when those longhorns reach, like, the torso area. That's what I'm concerned. I'm gonna look up this. It's a torso.
Does he attack things, or does he only attack plants?
Let's look up attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna look up. Let's look up how to treat Triceratops wounds.
We're too early in time. They don't have anything for this.
Oh, there's no. They went extinct a long time ago.
They went extinct.
Oh. The dinosaur looked like a huge rhinoceros. Triceratops doesn't eat people. I'll look it up. He flipped through the pages. There, he said. He pointed to a picture of a Triceratops. He found it a lot faster than we did. He read the caption. The Triceratops lived in the late Cretaceous period. This plant-eating dinosaur weighed over 12,000 pounds. Get it off me!
It's so heavy.
It's so heavy!
12,000
pounds of force
muscle.
projectiling a tusk-like appendage to my torso! Oh! Jack slammed the book shut. Just plants, no meat. Well, that's great, Jack. I'm really
I wish you could have figured that out a little faster.
Oh, we only eat plants. Good. We're totally safe. We're totally.
Oh God, I can't see anymore.
I'm glad I know you, Jack. You're such a smart kid, Jack.
Wait. It's all in Jack's head.
Oh, right.
This is all in Jack's head.
This is all in Jack's head.
He's getting into our head. Jack.
Damn it. All right. Sorry. What a relief.
Whew, that was close.
Jack slammed the book shut.
Don't
Just
worry,
plants,
everybody,
no meats. The end. Let's go see him, said Annie.
Yeah, let's just run up to him.
Are you nuts, said Jack. He said that a couple of times now. I would say that's probably Jack's catchphrase. You nuts? And then the studio audience goes, woo! They're gonna put that on fucking t-shirts and shit. Don't you want to take notes about him, asked Annie. We're probably the first people in the whole world to ever see a real live Triceratops. Oh, she's using his words back at him. Jack sighed. She was right.
He can't. He's got that urge now.
Let's go, he said. He shoved the dinosaur book into his pack. He slung it over his shoulder and started down the ladder. On the way down, Jack stopped. He called up to Annie. Just promise you won't pet him. What? Just promise you won't pet him. What? Just promise.
Pet him,
and then he misses his foot on the rung. He falls several feet, fractures his neck. He's dead.
You want me to pet him?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Jack.
It's a weird request, but okay.
Just promise you won't pet him. I promise. Just promise you won't kiss him. I promise. That I didn't make that one up. That is in there. Promise you won't talk to him. I promise. Promise you won't. Go, she said. Jack went. Annie followed.
Got my fingers crossed. I'm gonna do all those things. In that order.
Just gonna get them both killed. When they stepped off the ladder, the pteranodon gave them a kind look. Annie blew a kiss at him. Be back soon, Henry, she said cheerfully. Ooh, shush, said Jack. And he led the way through the ferns, slowly and carefully. When he reached the bottom of the hill, he kneeled behind a fat bush.
Hey, that's not nice.
Yeah, Jack, you know...
Let's not make these judgments.
It's PHAT. Remember, this is the early 90s. It was a fat bush, man. It had a pair of sunglasses, backwards hat. This book, if you look at the characters, we don't have the douchey kid with the backwards hat. So Mary Pope Osborne, in her infinite wisdom as the greatest author in the history of mankind...
Slamming awesome bush.
She introduced probably the first cool, badass kid of the 90s who was actually an inanimate object. A fat bush. Yo. Annie knelt beside him and started to speak. Shush! Jack put his fingers to his lips. Annie made a face. Jack peeked out at the Triceratops. The dinosaur was incredibly big. Bigger than a truck. And he was eating flowers off a magnolia tree.
Oh.
Okay. Jack slipped his notebook out of his pack. He wrote, "Eats flowers." Annie nudged him. Jack ignored her. He studied the Triceratops again. He wrote, "Eats slowly."
Blinks.
Yeah, because I'm sure, like, they're like,
Blinks slowly.
We can't figure, we
Breathes.
The only thing we don't know about the Triceratops is how quickly it eats. Slowly. The Smithsonian's gonna love that piece of information, Jack. And then, you know what, though? There's some paleontological student out there
Who can determine...
who's probably sitting there going, actually, Mike, that would be a terribly useful piece of information, you ignorant son of a bitch. So, okay,
But if I went
Triceratops, they eat flowers and they eat slowly.
If I went in...
Good luck
and
on
be
your
like,
thesis.
Hey, eats...
Annie nudged him hard. Jack looked at her. Annie pointed to herself. She walked her fingers through the air. She pointed to the dinosaur. She smiled. Was she teasing? She waved at Jack. Jack started to grab her. She laughed and jumped away. She fell into the grass in full view of the Triceratops. "Get back!" whispered Jack. "Get back!" whispered Jack. Too late. The big dinosaur had spotted Annie. He gazed down at her from the hilltop. Half of a magnolia flower was sticking out of his mouth. Mary Pope Osborne, I hate to argue with you. They're called star leaves. Tree stars. I got it wrong.
Stars.
They're called tree stars. Just ask Steven Spielberg. "Oops," said Annie. "Get back!" Jack shouted at her. "He looks nice, Jack." "Nice? Watch out for his horns, Annie." "Oh, no! Jack! Oh, no! He's very nice, Jack. Aside from the impaling, it's just nice." Nice? But the Triceratops just gazed calmly down at Annie. Then he turned and loped away. Bop, 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 down the side of the hill. "Bye," said Annie. She turned back to Jack. "See?" Jack grunted, but he wrote in his notebook.
Nice.
Nice. Paleontological student. Triceratopses.
Nice.
Eat flowers, eat slowly. They're nice. They're very...
I go to the Smithsonian.
Extraordinarily friendly.
I'm gonna write down nice. Be like, here you go. You're welcome.
Take that to the bank. I expect a grant. "Come on, let's look around some more," said Annie. As Jack started after Annie, he saw something glittering in the tall grass. He reached out and picked it up. A medallion. A gold medallion.
The medallion.
Picking up a medallion. It has the letter M on it, by the way. Oh, a letter was engraved on the medallion. A fancy M. I'll be honest, that's not the fanciest looking M I ever saw in my life. My name is Mike. I've seen my fair share of fancy M's.
It's got serif. I mean, serif isn't necessarily fancy, but okay.
"Oh man, someone came here before us," Jack said softly.
But who?
We'll find out tomorrow night when we continue reading Magic Treehouse #1, Dinosaurs Before Dark, by the greatest author in the history of mankind, Mary Pope Osborne. Good night, Steve.
Good night, Mike.